Good morning again. It is April 7th, and today we are going to convert between degrees and radians by multiplying by pi over 180 or 180 over pi. Basically, depending on which direction you're going, will affect if you're multiplying by pi over 180 or 180 over pi. If I'm going from degrees to radians, we're multiplying by pi over 180. If we're going from radians to degrees, I'm multiplying by 180 over pi. Basically, if you're converting to degrees, when you think of degrees, you think 180. So 180 is on top. If you're converting to radians, which we haven't talked too much about yet, you saw it a little bit last year, then pi is on top. So if you're going to degrees, 180 is on top, 180 over pi. If you're going to radians, pi is on top, pi over 180. So let's take a look at a few examples. And that's it. Convert the following from degrees to radians. Leave your answer in terms of pi. So we're not going to type pi into the calculator. We're just going to multiply by pi over 180. So again, to convert to radians, pi is on top. So I'm going to do 90 pi over 180. Now from here, the only thing you need to do is reduce the fraction. Now, you can use the calculator if you can't reduce fractions. 90 over 180. To reduce fractions in the calculator, alpha y equals enter. 90 over 180 is 1 over 2. So that becomes 1 pi over 2, which is just pi over 2. So again, I'm just multiplying by pi over 180 and then reducing the fraction. Number 2, 30 times pi over 180. From there, the only thing we do is reduce the fraction. Again, you don't have to use the calculator to do that. Let's do this one by hand. What goes into both 30 and 180? 30. When I take a 30 out, I get 1. When I take a 30 out, I get 6. So that's 1 pi over 6, which is pi over 6. Again, if you don't like reducing by hand, you can always just go to your calculator and do alpha y equals enter, 30 over 180. And you get the 1/6. Let's skip ahead a little bit. Let's try 135. To convert to radians, times pi over 180. From here, all I have to do is reduce the fraction. Again, I'll just use my calculator in case, we don't have any skills whatsoever. 135 over 180 is 3 over 4. So that's 3 pi over 4. And that's it. Why don't you try number 5 on your own? I'll give you 30 seconds to try number 5 on your own. To convert to radians, multiply by pi over 180. From here, all you need to do is reduce the fraction. I'll give you a moment to try and reduce the fraction on your own if you haven't already. Five over 6, so it becomes 5 pi over 6. And that's it. All right, let's go. Oh, okay. Let's go in the other direction. Convert from radians to degree. If any of these are scary, let's just say number 13 is scary to you. Again, we're just multiplying by pi over 180, and then from there, we're just typing into the calculator to reduce the fraction. 67.5 over 180. Again, I'm not typing pi in because I'm keeping everything in terms of pi. 0.375. If I want to make that back to a fraction, I can hit math, enter, enter, and I get 3 pi over 8. I kind of pulled it away fast. So no matter how ugly the degree is, doesn't matter, just multiply by pi over 180 and then reduce the fraction. Other direction, I want to convert 2 degrees. If I want to convert 2 degrees, then the 180 goes on top. So pi over 4 times 180 over pi. Pi's cancel. I'm left with 180 over 4. Use the calculator if you want. 180 divided by 4 is 45 degrees. So again, to convert to degrees, I'm multiplying by 180 over pi. Most of the time, the pi's will cancel. I'll show you an example of what happens where that doesn't happen, and you go from there. Number 2, 3 pi over 2 times 180 over pi. Again, whenever we're converting to degrees, I'm multiplying by 180 over pi. The pi's cancel. I'm left with 3 times 180 over 2. I go to my calculator, and I do, you can use alpha y equals enter, doesn't matter. 3 times 180 over 2 is 270. Try number 18 on your own. Okay, to convert to degrees, I'm multiplying by 180 over pi. Pi's cancel. I'm left with 12 times 180 over 4. I go to my calculator. 12 times 180 over 4 is 540. And that's it. One more little twist to show you, and then we're done. There's no pi in these examples. No problem. To convert to degrees, I multiply by 180 over pi. Now, there's no pi's to cancel here. It doesn't say in terms of pi. Did I say what to round to? I don't know. I can't really see it right now. I should have. So I'm going to do, in my calculator, 4 times 180 over pi. And to the nearest tenth, that would be 229.2. So if there's no pi, I'm still doing the same procedure. I'm still multiplying by 180 over pi. I'm just going to end up with a decimal. 26, I want to convert 3 radians to degrees, so I'm multiplying by 180 over pi. I can't cancel anything, so it's just 3 times alpha y equals, enter, 180 over pi, and to the nearest tenth, 171.9. So that's it. To convert back and forth between radians and degrees, I'm multiplying by either pi over 180 or 180 over pi. If I'm going to radians, pi is on top. If I'm going to degrees, 180 is on top. When you're doing to radians, just put pi over 180 and reduce the fraction. When I'm going to degrees, you're just canceling the pi's out when I multiply by 180 over pi and cleaning up what's left. And if there are no pi's to cancel, just type it into your calculator. You're going to end up with a decimal, and you round it to whatever you see it around to. We're going to put it all together tomorrow. We're going to combine this lesson and the previous two. And that's it. Should be a short, easy quiz for tonight. And then that's it. Have a good day. Let me know if you have any questions.